Welcome back to another episode in our commentary series.
Yeah.
Covering the writings of Ajmal from his website, theborderofthemind.com.
Always insightful stuff.
It really is. And today we're looking at his blog post titled Happiness Within. And, I think we're all searching for happiness.
Absolutely.
In our own way, in different ways. And
we're all on that journey, aren't we?
we are, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be a really interesting discussion.
I think so too. And I think what's really great about this particular piece by Ajmal is that it challenges us to really think about what success truly means.
Yeah.
In a world that's constantly pushing us towards achievement and external validation.
Right.
Ajmal encourages us to kind of step back and consider the idea that
Yeah.
maybe mastering contentment is a far greater achievement than, climbing the corporate ladder or chasing material possessions.
Yeah, he really flips the script on us,
He does.
doesn't he, with that idea? And I think, one of the things that really struck me as I was reading this was that analogy of the fence,
Oh, yeah.
where we're constantly looking over the fence thinking that happiness is on the other side.
Right. Always striving for what we don't have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And not really appreciating what's already present in our lives.
It's so easy to fall into that trap,
It is, isn't it?
to get caught up in that comparison game.
Yeah. And, it's interesting because he also talks about the dangers of seeking validation from others.
Yes, and that was a point that really resonated with me.
Yeah.
Because I think it's something we all struggle with to some extent.
Yeah.
This idea that our happiness is somehow dependent on external approval. But as Ajmal so eloquently puts it, it's like building a house on shaky ground.
Right. Yeah.
It's never going to be truly stable.
Right. Yeah. It makes you think.
It does.
Like, where am I looking for my own happiness?
Exactly. And is that over the fence thinking actually preventing me from recognizing the happiness that might already be right here?
Right in front of me.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a really powerful thought, isn't it?
It is. And it's a question I think we all need to ask ourselves.
Yeah, I agree.
But, while I completely understand Ajmal's point about external validation, I do wonder if there's a balance to be struck.
Okay. Yeah.
Because we are social creatures after all.
Right.
And connecting with others is a natural part of the human experience.
Right. It's not about becoming a hermit.
Exactly.
It's shutting yourself off from the world.
It's more about finding that internal sense of peace and purpose
Yeah.
that isn't solely dependent on outside influences.
By finding that core within yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that. And I think that really speaks to Ajmal's emphasis on, real impact doesn't always require a spotlight.
Absolutely.
Right? Sometimes the most meaningful contributions we make are those quiet, everyday acts of kindness
Yes.
and purpose.
That's a beautiful thought.
It is. It really is. And I think it's a reminder that, living authentically and contributing to the world in our own way can bring a deep sense of fulfillment.
It really can.
And that's something we can all strive for,
Absolutely.
regardless of our circumstances.
I wholeheartedly agree. And, as always, Ajmal's writing just encourages us to look inward
Yeah.
and to really think about what truly matters.
Yeah. So for our listeners out there, I highly recommend checking out
Definitely.
Happiness Within on theborderofthemind.com,
It's a must read.
along with his other insightful posts.
Yeah, he's got a lot of great stuff on there.
He really does so much to think about. And as you reflect on Ajmal's words, consider this: how much of your own happiness is tied to external factors? And what steps can you take today to cultivate more joy and contentment from within?
It's a journey worth taking.
It is. And be sure to join us for our next commentary series episode, where we'll continue to explore
Yes.
insightful ideas from a variety of writers and thinkers.
Always something new to learn.
Always.
Looking forward to it.
Me too.